contains spoilers for The Amazing Spider-Man number 7. Marvel's Amazing Spider-Man just introduced a new suit for Peter Parker's crime-fighting persona, and it comes with what's easily his most disturbing weapon yet. Spider-Man has often crossed a line in terms of creepy powers, from his original webbing and wall crawling to sprouting extra arms and wrist claw stingers. The Marvel Universe doesn't ignore this. Major figures like Aunt May and J. Jonah Jameson have shared that their distaste for Spider-Man is partly down to finding his abilities creepy, but now Peter Parker is pushing things further than ever with a new costume created by one of his deadliest villains. Spider-Man's new era sees Peter Parker at an all-time low as a mysterious misdeed distances him from friends, family, and fellow heroes. At the same time, his relationship with his iconic nemesis Norman Osborn, aka the Green Goblin, has changed, with the former supervillain seeking redemption after having his past sins supernaturally purged by the Sin Eater. Part of that search is creating a new, armored Oscorp suit for Spider-Man, complete with weaponry and gadgets derived from Norman's own designs. So far, Spider-Man hasn't donned his Oscorp suit, however it officially appears in The Amazing Spider-Man number 7, from Zeb Wells and John Romita Jr. as Norman attempts to gift the new costume and its weapons to Peter. Thankfully, fans already know what it can do thanks to Patrick Gleason's variant cover for the issue, which describes many of the suit's features, from a digital mask that can display different faces to a companion drone that can flip from a wearable rocket pack to a rideable glider disturbingly similar to the Green Goblin's own. However, the most disturbing aspect of the Oscorp suit is a clutch of glowing green bombs, which the cover reveals to be egg bombs which release thousands of nano-spiders to crawl over Peter's enemies. The bombs are clearly based on the Green Goblin's pumpkin bomb tech, but with a drastic step up in terms of sophistication. It's likely that the baby nano-spiders will be able to deconstruct items by eating them, for instance, disassembling key components of firearms at the nano level, and perhaps combine to create new forms and structures. Generally, nanotech is thought of as being too small for the human eye to register, making it an incredibly potent weapon in stopping crime non-violently, since Spidey's supervillains will only know about his new weapon once it's already shredding their tech. However, as effective as these egg bombs could prove to be, the idea that Spider-Man will be flinging eggs full of tiny, invisible spiders is hard to move past. This is likely a purposeful decision intended to underline the flaws that still exist in Norman Osborn, as the former Green Goblin can't help but develop creepy weaponry in even his redeemed state. Marvel has a habit of giving Peter new costumes and weaponry designed to undercut his heroism, playing off fans' expected hesitation whenever the wall crawler changes his classic formula. Only recently, Peter accepted a new costume from the online media site Threats and Menaces, one which altered his webbing's classic THWIP sound effect while live streaming his adventures to the public. Ditching that suit was ultimately a moment of triumph for Peter, and it's likely that his Oscorp suit will eventually serve the same purpose. Until then, however, Spider-Man will likely find his eggs incredibly useful as he faces a new era without his usual support system, dependent on the man he once hated more than anyone in the world. Peter Parker is one of the greatest scientific minds in the Marvel Universe, so it's always fun to see him stray outside his comfort zone with new equipment. Sadly, while the Oscorp suit and its many weapons promise to step up the wall crawler's crime-fighting game in the immediate future, the glowing green costume and its arsenal of spider-filled eggs are unlikely to help Spider-Man get back into his heroic ally's good graces. The Amazing Spider-Man number 7 is available now from Marvel Comics.